Welcome back. Next, we're going to introduce the public health ambassadors. They're going to share what they wish they knew during their first year.
Alright, so my name is Emily, and my pronouns are she, her, and hers. I'm a pre-public health major with minors in biochemistry and government and public policy, and I'm going into my second year. I hope to get a master's in health service and administration and hopefully go on to medical school. And three pieces of advice that I wish I had known as a first year student were to make friends. Don't limit yourself to one friend group. Make friends with a lot of different people and just like expand your horizons. And that really helps like change your viewpoints and allows you to make really valuable connections. My second thing would be to share your location with your friends or like your roommates. I think that's really important for safety measures to know where you guys are and then in case you ever need anything. And then for the third thing, I would say to prioritize yourself and your education before anything. College is a time where you can reinvent yourself or grow into the person that you would like to be. And it's really important to figure out who you are and who you want to be in life.
Hi, I'm Reswanna. I use she, her pronouns. I'm going into my fifth year at U of A, double majoring in public health and creative writing with a minor in nutrition and food systems. After graduation, I hope to work with the homeless community here in Tucson before continuing on to grad school or medical school. So my first piece of advice is to really put yourself out there and explore U of A. There's so many different opportunities that you'll consistently be finding neat things. Like the picture of me, I'm actually in the LGBTQA Center. I work really closely with them. I also work really closely with the WGRC and many of the cultural centers on campus. So really put yourself out there and find opportunities. My second piece of advice is that mailing lists are actually super helpful. They're all full of hidden gems. You can find internship opportunities, job opportunities, connections, all throughout mailing lists. So definitely take a look at those mailing lists that you get from your advisor or different clubs. And my third piece of advice would be that don't ever force yourself to do something that you're not interested in or something that you don't want to do. Even if you feel like, oh, this is going to be a super great opportunity, if your heart is just not in it, you're not going to enjoy it. Instead, save your time and energy for things that you really, really enjoy, because that's what's really going to make a difference.
Hi, I'm Erin, and I'm a junior studying public health and molecular and cellular biology with a minor in biochemistry. After my bachelor's, I hope to go on to get a master's in public health and use my degree focusing my work and future career on working in community health surveillance and programming in order to ensure that populations have the resources they need to be healthy. The first thing I wish I knew as a first-year student is about imposter syndrome and how it's completely normal. Imposter syndrome is essentially a pattern of thinking in which individuals doubt their accomplishments or talents and have this internalized fear of being exposed as a fraud. And in my first year, that often took the form of feeling that everyone was smarter than me or accomplishing more than I was. And I think I, over the years, have gotten better and better at recognizing those feelings. It's so important to remind yourself that even the people you admire most have felt the same exact way, and to really make the conscious effort to recognize and appreciate your successes. My second piece of advice is to do things that make you happy. Although resume building is important, clubs and however you spend your time are your chance to build your college experience outside the stresses of coursework. Don't pressure yourself into what you feel like you should do or what you think is a traditional college experience, but find things that genuinely add to your happiness. And then my last piece of advice is that it's okay to change your mind. Although I'm still confident that public health is the right major for me, I did switch my double major during my sophomore year, and I just want to reinforce the idea that you have time to figure out your own path and you aren't stuck in a choice that you made when applying for college.
Hi, my name is Allison and my pronouns are she, her, hers. I'm a junior majoring in public health with an emphasis in health systems theory and practice. I'm also getting minors in Spanish and government and public policy. In the future, I'm planning on getting a master's in public health. So my first piece of advice is to take healthy risks. College is scary or intimidating at first, but don't be afraid to take initiative and jump out of your comfort zone. Through these moments, you'll be able to learn more about yourself and learn more about others. My favorite experiences in college came from taking a risk and putting myself out there. And for the most part, you're going to regret the things you didn't do rather than the things you did. My second piece of advice is to ask questions. Be open and talk to your professors, your advisors, your friends, and your classmates. Don't be afraid to be honest about your intentions and your goals, because the answer to your questions could be your dream opportunity. And if you never ask the question, the answer is always going to be no. And my third piece of advice is to make time for self-care. College is really hard, so make sure to schedule a fun activity every week so you have something to look forward to. It can be hanging out with a friend, watching a movie, or having a spa night in. This can really make a big difference on your mental health, especially during stressful weeks like finals week. We are so excited to see you all succeed in college, and remember that your advisors are here to help. Congratulations! You've made it to the end of the modules. Don't forget to submit your time management log in the assignments section on D2L.